So I had to change this video some because they changed some things on me, and so the video might be a little choppy, but bear with me here. So first step here says select your name, copy and paste your name 4 more times, so you end up with a list of five times of 5 names. I should probably say. Again, I had to redo this, so this is going to look different than your document. You're going to have stuff above this, but I'm fixing it like a couple years later. Okay, so basically all that means is if my name was Crystal Clear Ball, I had typed it 1 time from the previous slide. I'm just gonna hit Control C. I'm gonna deselect it. I'm gonna hit Enter. I kind of like extra space, so I'm gonna hit Enter. I'm gonna hit Enter every time I paste. So you're gonna end up with a list of 5 of your names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now you're going to go back to the original video. So here's where it's going to kind of look like there's a disconnect because I just added on that part. So hopefully you can follow just fine. If not, let me know. Okay, guys, so I kind of am just throwing this in here randomly, like way after the fact of me recording the tutorials in this lesson, because I recently have discovered a way to download fonts onto your computer so that you can use them. And I'm kind of sort of slightly obsessed with it. So every time I become obsessed with something, I want you guys to see it too. So basically what I mean is, just like anything, just like in Word, and you guys are familiar with this, but you can change your fonts of your words to make it fit the needs of whatever your document is. So especially like if you're designing flyers or birthday invitations or I don't know, some type of promotional material, it's nice to have a lot of fonts on your computer to choose from. So Word actually has a ton for us to choose from, but there is another website that you can download more than just what Word has to offer. So like if you take a look at mine here, so like this cute notes one and this cute stitch one, these are ones that I have downloaded off of dafont.com. I see this gamer one here. So if you click it, it's not big enough. Let me make this bigger. You can see these are fonts that Word did not offer, but that I downloaded and installed. So I use these fonts a lot when I'm designing, like I said, different promotional materials. So I'm going to show you how to download these fonts, and I want you to download and install 5 fonts on your computer that will be there for you to use from here on out. The only thing is it doesn't work in the internet. So if you're in Google Drive or your OneDrive, you won't have access to these fonts. But what I do anymore nowadays is I design pretty much everything in Word because I do like that there's so much more you can do in it. And then I just save it to my OneDrive or my Google Drive. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to go to dafont, dafont.com. And once you get into dafont, you can filter your results to fit your needs. So by default, it has recently added fonts on there. So if you want to check out recently added fonts, feel free to do that. Or you can also come up here to it breaks it down into different categories. So you have fancy fonts, foreign look fonts, techno fonts, bitmap fonts, which I don't even know what that means, but okay, Gothic, basic, blah, blah, blah. You see the deal. You get the idea. You also have holidays, and you can also search by topic. So like you can see when I click in there, you can see that these are the search items that I have searched for. I've searched Minecraft, nautical, boxing bell, bubble, sunshine, and gamer. So any of those ways will work. But don't take too long doing this because we don't have a whole ton of time. But go ahead and click around a bit. I'm going to go into, let's see, Groovy. And each one has tons and tons and tons of fonts that you can. And this isn't something that you can spend a whole period on. This is something in your own personal time. Like I'm such a nerd about it. Sometimes if I have free time, I'll just hop on here and get different fonts and I'll download them to my computer just so that they're there if I ever want to use them again. Okay, so I had to revise this yet again, and it is Workout Wednesday here at School Spirit Week. That's why I'm wearing this
headband on my head. Okay, so as I was saying, I picked Groovy. Now what you can do, go ahead and type your name in here. So whatever the text is that you're wanting to change the font on, it's kind of nice to type it in there. You guys are doing your first and last name, so go ahead and type that in. But I'm going to type mine in, and I'm going to hit enter. And then you can actually see what it would look like with that particular text. You can also change it. 25 means it's only showing 25 results per page. I like to increase that because I hate having to shift through the pages. So now that you've typed in the text, which would be your name, here's how you're going to finish this. So you're going to, let's say I like this one, Mrs. Mason. I'm going to first hit download, and then you should see it drop down here. Once it downloads, you kind of want to pay attention to the name of it, which I don't even know how to pronounce that R word there. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. And then usually, well, not usually, every time there will be different options for you to choose from. So and sometimes there's more than just these icons, this little piece of paper with the A on it. So you always want to choose the ones with the A. So if you want to see what that font looks like, because there's 3 different options here, you can double click. They all usually look pretty similar, so I don't think it matters. But anyways, if I look at these different, yeah, like it actually does matter in this case. So you can pick which one you want out of however many are offered for you. I actually really like this one, so I'm going to do that one. So once you double click on it and open up the one you want, all you have to hit then is install. See that install right there? And then it will install it onto your computer. Once it is installed, go ahead and go back to your document. And remember, I told you to remember the name of the font. That one was that REG word. If you forget what it is, you can come down here to the bottom. And if you go to your downloads, it should be probably the topmost one. So that's the one that I just downloaded. So I'm going to remember that REG. Come back here. I'm going to triple click to select my name. And then all I have to do up here is come up to my font. In the search bar, I'm going to start typing in that REG, and you can see it comes up. I'm just going to hit enter. And now you can see that it has changed it to the new font that I just installed. Pretty cool. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and do that 4 more times back onto font. And I just want to remind you, every time you save your font, you're just going to double click on it to open it and then hit install.